Did I ever tell you how my husband, Patrick Omukhango, trained for a wife with long flowing hair and a well defined hairline? Oh, he had dreams, visions even. I call this one, You Cannot Outlove God Even in Loving Yourself.
This is Humor Meets Storytelling with Dr. Muthoni Omukhango. Welcome to our corner of the internet where wit shakes hands with wisdom, and every story is sprinkled with a dash of light-hearted humor. Here, you will find stories that tickle your funny bone while tugging at the heartstrings, inspired by everyday life, faith, and the vibrant beauty of African storytelling. Whether you are here to laugh, reflect, or discover a deeper truth, this space promises to leave you with a smile and maybe even a fresh perspective in your faith journey. Join us every evening at 6 p.m., the perfect time to unwind. Whether you're in a bus, in your car, or relaxing at home, plug in your headphones or turn up the volume. Take just 10 minutes to escape the hustle, share a laugh, and soak in life's deeper meaning. Listen to stories and words that entertain, inspire, celebrate the joy of storytelling, and draw us to God. It's a short life. Let's make it count. Tune in on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Spotify, and WhatsApp, and let's share a laugh together.
My quiet and thoughtful Patrick longed for a wife who mirrored his reserved nature, with cascading silk black hair that seemed to have a life of its own. Imagine the type of hair that would inspire poetry or make a shampoo commercial director weep tears of joy. Where did this dream come from? I blame it on the soap operas. They had him convinced that life with a soft spoken, impossibly graceful woman with magazine worthy hair would be the ultimate happily ever after. And then God intervened for me, I think. What did God give Patrick instead? He gave him a woman who can talk her way through her daily word quarter and generously dip into Patrick's silent reserves too. God must have looked at my husband and thought, what this man needs is balance. Someone who can speak life into every situation, literally. In a stroke of divine humor, Patrick's envisioned wife of few once was replaced by someone who could write a book on the beauty of conversation itself. But what else did I bring to the table? A heart that complements his strengths, a partnership rooted in advancing God's kingdom, and an unrelenting belief that marriage thrives when two uniquely different people come together for a common, joint, or united purpose. Now, let's talk about this here for a moment. Patrick had prayed for long flowing locks. What he got was a wife whose family genetics could be best described as interesting. You see, in my family, the hairline doesn't begin at the forehead. It starts closer to the ears, like it's shy of commitment. And as of growth, it's an Olympic marathon runner at best. 10 years for an inch of hair is standard in my family. What irony. The man who dreamed of a wife with luscious locks ended up with someone who genuinely considers shaving her head every time life gets too busy. But love, as we know it, is all about compromise. Patrick loves to see my hair loose, so I do my best to honor that. If left to me, I would go full on minimalist, short and stress free. Yet here I am, now the proud wearer of sister locks, a transition since December 2024 from my 8-year-old dreadlocks, thanks to technology. The sister locks are neat, manageable, and most importantly, give Patrick the illusion of flowing hair. God has a sense of humor, doesn't he? Patrick says, his one's not mine. I am so favored and blessed to have you as my wife. I thought I knew what I wanted or needed in life, but even I could not outlove God in loving myself. God gave me the best wife for me. Forget the flowing hair and all. So here are my lessons from this story. 1. God knows what you need better than you do. My husband Patrick had a dream, one shaped by soap operas and ideals he thought were perfect for him. But God, in his infinite wisdom, had other plans. He gave Patrick not what he imagined, but what he truly needed. Me. The lesson? What we think we need or want is often limited by our understanding, but God always sees the bigger picture. He knows how to give us the best blessings tailored to our purpose and journey. 2. Love is about balance and growth. Patrick and I are so different as night and day. He's quiet and reflective, while I could probably talk my way through a global summit. But our differences are what make us stronger together. Marriage, I've learned, isn't about finding someone who mirrors you, but someone who complements and challenges you to grow. God's design in pairing us wasn't random, it was purposeful, teaching us that love thrives on balance, not sameness. 3. God's humor teaches us to embrace ourselves. Patrick prayed for a wife with long flowing hair, but God gave him a woman with an adventurous hairline and slow growing strands. Yet, through this, we've both learned to laugh, compromise, and embrace reality with gratitude. My sister-in-laws may not meet Patrick's initial dream, but they symbolize the beauty of love and compromise. God often uses these humorous mismatches to teach us to love ourselves and each other as we are, showing that true love transcends superficial expectations. Ultimately, God's love for us surpasses even our ability to love ourselves. Through every twist or lock of life, He reminds us that His plans are always perfect. But this podcast isn't about my hair or even my marriage. It's about what's currently in my hand, a book that's captured my attention this January. Let me introduce you to Mad Runner by Charlie Mark at Forge US. This is my January read. Why this book, you ask? Mad Runner is a riveting story of resilience and redemption. Charlie Mark masterfully weaves a story of faith through the messy moments of life. The protagonist, Charlie, finds himself navigating both literal and figurative muddy waters, learning to lean on God's strength when human effort falls short. It's a story that will inspire you to trust God even when life feels like a never-ending obstacle course. I chose this book to remind myself, and maybe even you, that life's messiest moments often pave the way for God's greatest miracles. I am a mad runner, I think. Are you a mad runner? You might be if you are 1. Willing to go all in, 2. Determined to overcome any obstacle, and 3. Ready to fight to the finish no matter what it takes. Jesus is looking for mad runners, not the kind who participate in, tough murders and warrior dashes, but men and women willing to advance his kingdom as a way of life. In this book, Chani shares riveting stories from his own kingdom adventures across the globe, proclaiming Jesus to forgotten tribes, witnessing miracles, pushing back spiritual darkness, even running from a lion. Yeah, it's in the book. He also provides biblical challenges, equipping and inspiring believers to join Jesus in his kingdom, a cause, whether across the street or across the sea. Mud running isn't easy. It comes with hard assignment, great sacrifices, and a constant dependence on God. But it's a race worth running because Jesus is worthy of it. You can grab a copy from CLC Kenya, and if you are up for it, let's read together. What do you think? No pressure, of course, but Mad Runner is the kind of book that might just leave you running. Not from mud, literally, but into the arms of the God who carries us through it all. So here's to January. Sister logs, unexpected blessings, and stories that transform us. Care to join me? Mad Runner by Chani Mark. Let's get reading.
Thank you for tuning in to Humor Meets Storytelling with Dr. Muthoni Omukhango. As we wrap up, remember that a little laughter goes a long way, and every story has a touch of God's grace woven into it. Whether today's episode made you laugh, reflect, or see life through a fresh lens, we hope it added joy and meaning to your day. Don't forget to share the laughter and inspiration. Tell a friend, a colleague, or even your bus seatmate about this podcast. You never know who needs a little cheer and hope in their journey. Join us again tomorrow at 6 p.m. for another 10 minutes of joy, wisdom, and storytelling. Until then, keep smiling, keep believing, and keep making every moment count. Stay connected, stay inspired, and most importantly, stay rooted in God's love. This is Humor Meets Storytelling with Dr. Muthoni Omukhango, signing off with laughter and love. See you next time.